Hello again. Today I'm going to go over the homework for monopolistic competition. That's chapter 25. I'm going to do a video for each question just to aid with uploading speed and all of that. Um, so we did numbers 1, 2, and 5, it looks to me. So here we go. Explain why the following are examples of monopolistic competition. Letter A, there are a large number of fast food restaurants in town and they compete fiercely. Some restaurants cook their hamburgers over open flames, others fry their hamburgers. In addition, some serve broiled fish sandwiches, while others serve fried fish sandwiches. A few serve ice cream cones for dessert, while others offer frozen ice cream pies. Uh, so it doesn't even ask us if this is monopolistic competition. It tells us it is, but it asks us to explain why these are examples. So we're all familiar, I think, with fast food. It says there are a number of fast food restaurants in town. It's not saying that in the mathematical sense as guess the number. It's saying it in the emphasis sense of there are a number of. It's kind of a figure of speech. What the author is telling us there is that it's a large number of firms. And the way he described fast food, I think if you think about all the fast food restaurants there are, that we know of, just the chains, and add to it the possibility that there are small, sort of side of the road mom and pop fast food restaurants in most communities. There are a large number of firms. It's relatively easy in and out. And the talk about the fried versus flame broiled versus adding fish, not adding fish. Didn't even think of Taco Bell. Didn't even think about the papadilla that Papa John's has added to be competitive with burgers. Had one night before last. It's all right. So they have differentiated products. Now economists might argue that it's perceived differentiation, but to consumers, these are differentiated products. So you got a large number of firms. It is fairly easy in and out. You can add or subtract. If you have a small restaurant in place, you can add or subtract any of these items and become fast food, enter fairly freely. And they do have differentiated products. So those are the characteristics that support the claim that fast food is a perfectly competitive industry. Letter B. There are a vast number of colleges and universities across the country. That number is shrinking as we speak. Each competes for top students. All offer some courses and programs, but some have better programs in business, while others have stronger programs in the arts and humanities. Still, others are academically stronger in the sciences, or at least perceived as so, right? So, is this a monopolistically competitive industry? The answer would be yes, it is, because that was given in the product question anyway. But it tells us straight up there's a vast number. Well, that's a large number of firms. It is actually fairly easy entrance, easy exit. I just saw a commercial last night as I was going to bed watching TV. I saw a commercial for yet another online college I'd never heard of. I actually thought it was a clothing commercial till they ran it twice. The second time I kind of focused and realized it was for a college. Never heard of it. We've heard of the President's Trump University. Gave it a shot, left. Fairly easy entrance, easy exit. That's one sign. It's a fairly easy entrance, easy exit. You don't think of that when you think of colleges, probably. You think of these large institutions that have been there for hundreds of years, but that's not necessarily so. When I was working in Connecticut last year, my office mate had been laid off from a college that had closed, and it was the second time she had been laid off in academia because her college just closed. She lived in Mass. Massachusetts has, I forget the number, but several hundred colleges. It's very small colleges. They opened when times were good and when there was a lot of funding available to be a college, but they're closing rather quickly. And I suppose now with coronavirus and enrollments being kind of already down because the economy was so good, opportunity cost, people were doing other things. But now those colleges that were already in trouble are in dire straits because people are shifting. I think a lot of people might be thinking for the fall classes, why not just go to an online college if I'm going to have online classes, or why not wait a year? I mean, that's what's in the news. So um, that some of these firms will be exiting. So you have a large number of firms. It is fairly easy entrance and exit. Hopefully those examples supported that claim. And they do have differentiated products. Just in what I've described, I mean, some schools specialize in online. Some schools specialize in returning students, like community colleges. I went to University of Maryland University College in Schwäbisch Gmünd, Germany for a year. UMUC, which just changed its name, right, to University of Maryland Global or something like that. They specialize in serving the military. That's their niche. UMBC calls themselves the Honors College. If you dig into that, it's kind of a descriptor without a whole lot of necessarily much real differentiation in what it is, but it's perceived differently. Maybe it's something. University of Maryland is known for engineering, right? University of Maryland Smith School of Business is top 20 business degrees, known for that. Did you know University of Maryland has equestrian sciences? They do. They're not known for that, but they have it. I'm sure some people can think of some other other schools that are known for maybe agricultural things. So they do have differentiated products, or at least certainly perceived as differentiated products. So that's why they too, colleges and universities, are monopolistic competitors. I hope that was a fun answer to a short question.